Welcome to Wins News. I'm your friend and host Amit Roy. Trump trade war is a bonanza for India. There were a lot of apprehensions. Now, I said in my previous vlog that it is good for India. It is a bonanza for India, and that's going to happen. Nobody can stop it. You see, look, Trump has given a reprieve for 90 days, but I don't know. It's applied to China and China as well. China, Trump has imposed 104% tax on China. That's very nice, and that has to happen. China has been not playing by the rules, though China has become a member in WTO, but China doesn't care about WTO norms. In fact, the communist China is playing the champion of world trade, calling Canada, India, etc., to have a fair kind of world order and trade practices. While China, sorry to say that Chinese stock markets are, plummeting into ashes, and they're playing with yuan. They're downplayed yuan to get an advantage over the exports. But it will not work in the long run. You see, you must have a proper business interest. Chinese communists do not understand business. May I tell you very frankly, communists do not understand business. That's a drawback. Now they have overcapacity in their production. And they're catching feet of India, telling that we are giving 10% discount to buy, if you buy our electronic products. But things are very much evident right now that China's economic collapse is imminent. She will do everything. Now she says, I will fight tooth and nail, etc. He has no other, things to say, because he has to save face. China, he will collapse right now. I am going to tell you very loud and clear. If you have overcapacity, simply in terms of economics, if you have overcapacity and you cannot sell it, what will you do? US is your main buyer. 25% GDP is coming from USA. Okay, I'm coming to that, and I'm also explain why TCS is still very profitable, and TCS quarter 4 result is very important for everybody, and they have declared a dividend. See, please like me, share me, and make comments on my channel. Look, there is no fear in India, I tell you. Indians are very smart people in many ways. You see, business is concerned. They didn't hit back at Trump, though their tariff was lesser than many other countries. But they have shown prudence and took Trump in a very cordial way and showed the way for discussion. And Trump wants that exactly. Trump is not stupid person, you see. And China, he's handling China, and he wants to bring China to the table. American trade deficit is enormous, in trillions. So that has to be managed. If America collapses, then it will be very bad for other economies. China is not important. China is only manufacturing. China gets order manufacture. China is a communist country. They will not understand business, you see. Overcapacity, IP stealing, intellectual property or IP that they are stealing, dumping others. That's the plan. Ultimate thing is that to be in power. They don't want to do the business as they should have done by playing by the rules. Now many companies will come out of China. Many companies, simply not because of only political reasons or China's pressure, because of cost effectiveness. They have to come to India, because Vietnam is too close to China, and it's also a communist country. You cannot believe a communist country at all. At all, I tell you, at all. You have to believe a country where rule of law is there. In China, you go to the court is controlled by Communist Party. Where will go for your reprieve? You cannot go anywhere. That's a serious problem in China. And besides, China doesn't play by the rules. Chinese companies are all funded by or supported by Communist Party or Communist Party controlled banks. So there is no such thing, as fair play. They are giving you free electric, undercutting the price, this kind of unethical practices. And that's very evident everywhere in Chinese society. And they are highly corrupt officials. Banks are not performing well. I'm not going deep and deep into that matter. Everybody knows this kind of thing. Now, besides China is ready to militarize, technologies. That's the problem. They don't want to do business, in that sense. They want to have the technology, high technologies, so that they can militarize, control space, these and that kind of thing. No, now coming to supply chain, China is still important in supply chain. Now controlling copper and the other commodities. But there are overcapacity. They're facing overcapacity in their manufacturing. So, and look at the electric cars. They have so much electric cars, now they cannot sell it. Now look at Apple. Now Apple is shifted to India. They have exported 15 tons of phones to the United States. Now, Apple's stocks have gone down after Trump's attack. But if you see the collapse of the stock markets all over the world, now we are seeing in green. Japanese will come back to India. Now, as I predicted, or they will start more manufacturing in India. India will become manufacturing hub. Because you see, Thailand and all, you don't have. Indonesia, they have good kind of energy supply, etc. But if you have the technical knowledge, if you want to have this kind of expertise, you need India. You need India. You want back office, you need India. Now India will shift to the manufacturing. Now, I see it's a bonanza for India. China will try to woo India and play against the United States. I don't know what India will do. I have no idea. I don't belong to the policymakers of the Indian government, but I understand market a little bit, and I see market is cheering. Market has gone 1,000 point up, and it's welcoming. Also one thing, world oil prices come down. That's an advantage for India. That's an advantage for India. But China will not need oil. China is getting oil from Russia. Where China will use? China had to cut down its manufacturing. There is so much unemployment. Now Xi Jinping's position will be challenged by the people. If you see Chinese history, only social stripes have destabilized Chinese system. Anyway, that's the thing. But India's bonanza has started. Indian stock market is going in green. Now coming to TCS. TCS has not done badly as I see. TCS has done well. The profit has gone up. Largest IT company. It has announced a 30 rupees dividend, and net profit has declined little bit. But I still, and TCS says it has not perturbed by the American tariff system and still maintains good kind of order in the United States. The United States is the main focus, and they are shifting to the AI. So I see TCS will do very, very well. I see TCS will do very well. And even today they give 30 rupees bonanza dividend. So look at the extent of dividend, how much they are giving. The stock is almost free when I bought, and I've made the profit, so much profit, forget it. That's not the thing. So I was taking as a pointer or yardstick to understand America, and TCS says they have no fear. Only domestic production, domestic demand has been given to so much profit to them. 2% profit. Though profit has a little bit declined, but it's okay due to BSNL, Indian juggernaut telephone companies. So then look, this is the overall scenario. India will not be impacted. India will make profit out of Trump's tariff policy. And Trump is a transactional person. Trump is not in that sense anti-communist, as Bolton said, previous advisor, American advisor. Trump is transactional. Trump is ready to do transactions. And as a New Yorker, if you hit him back, he will hit you back. That's the way. Don't hit Trump back. Trump speaks like a madman, but Trump's policies have a lot of impact from Steve Bannon, etc., etc. So I think India will benefit. India will keep on growing. It will be a 7 trillion economy by 2032. 27, it will be 5 trillion as expected. And India must settle its trade imbalance with China as well. Push China back. Push China back. We need to settle our trade imbalances. We are doing business of 120 billion with China. Now, that is almost 80% in favor of China. If America settles its score with China, why not India is settling its score? Why not? That's my humble submission. India must look after its own interests. That is how I see. And market will, you see, don't play by the market, that comes down and goes up. You see the overall picture. Why I talked about TCS. You buy TCS even today. When the AI starts, TCS, Wipro, this will go very, very high up. Thank you very much, patiently. Please like me and share me. And please make comments on my videos. Thank you very much. Joy Ho Trump Baba. Thank you very much, Mr. Trump.